Mr. Chair, that is baseless, I would tell you. I'm sorry, but I think the figures will show
Who
that...
are you to say it's baseless?
Mr. Chairman.
Wait a minute. 2,000 na talagang given na, yung numbers na sinasabi niya, exact numbers yan, 2,000 ang natanggalan ng hanap buhay. Am I right?
Ayan, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Ito, panoorin natin yung naganap na na tagisan ni sagutan nila Mel Robles at ni Senator Raffy Tulfo. Dito sa Senado, nagkainitan sila dito sa hearing ng iloto. Yan, dyan sa Senado. Nako, panoorin natin to, panoorin natin.
Now, sino sasagot sa Pcso? Mr. Junicoa, Mr. Robles. Meron na pong humingi kayo ng opinion, kayo po mismo humingi ng opinion sa OGCC tungkol sa pagkakaroon ng iloto, at sabi ng OGCC, opinion nila na hindi dapat unless kung talagang pupumilit kayo, you need a permission from the OP, Office of the President.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chair. I would like to beg your indulgence if in the past I wasn't able to come here. We were busy and I sent a representative, Your Honor, who is very capable of answering your questions. Now, dun po sa review that you were referring to, I don't think it is about the test run of the web-based application. That was for another e-game and birthday panalo po. And then that is not in reference to what we have with iloto namin. So we have here po the contract review 2404 series of 2023 from the OGCC, and we have the summary here. We may furnish you, or I can read it po. Kung gusto po rin, iba po yung topic na yun. It was in a different topic.
Okay, go ahead, read.
The OGCC view on the web application. The OGCC recognizes the need to contract with private entities for their technical expertise and the lack of necessary technology and legal framework to effectively implement online gambling schemes and methods. The OGCC's opinion may be summarized into three categories relating to the compliance by Pcso to its previous opinions and areas for improvement and/or compliance. Okay. Pcso's compliance. The procurement of the web-based application is within Pcso's mandate. This is according to GOCC. The Pcso complied with the promulgation of the rules and regulations of the WABP, as well as the requirement of publication and posting prior the effectivity and implementation of the WABP rules. Pcso conducted stringent selection and evaluation process in selecting POSC as the proponent agent. The WABP provided safeguards and security protocols to ensure protection. The areas for improvement, Your Honor, is the board resolution authorizing Pacific Online, the company's president, to enter and sign agreement should be attached to the MOA.
Okay. So, with that letter, you are being authorized by OGCC to go ahead?
If I may, they have requirements, Mr. Chairman, and ito po yung summary ng...
Hindi nga, Mr. Robles. So, yung binabasa nyo ngayon sa amin dito, in-authorize kayo ng OGCC to go ahead with Pacific Online System Corporation para doon sa iloto project?
Ito po, to make it clear, Mr. Chair, this is just a test. Test po ang hinihingi namin ng permiso. Kasi wala naman po kayong problema to
Kaya
ask the
po,
permission of the
ng
President.
test, pinapayagan kayo.
Meron po mga requirements sa amin and we complied with it.
So, can we see a copy of that letter? And when was it given to you?
If I may, Mr. Chair, I have it with me. Would you like me to...
Kasi dito kasi, Mr. Robles, dito sa opinion na ibinigay ng OGCC, opinion number 070 series of 2023, okay? Makapal to, maraming pages to, pero I'll go straight to the page wherein it says here, aside from OGCC's conduct of an individual review of any contract, agreement, or arrangement of Pcso with a game proponent for the launching of an online game on an experimental test run basis, Pcso shall likewise secure the Office of the President's approval pursuant to Section 10 of the Pcso Charter.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, that is referring to a different game. Birthday panalo po yan.
We're talking about online dito. Walang sinabi dito birthday panalo. It says here, launching of new games with the game proponent as an agent on an experimental test line basis and procurement of several online betting systems or platforms. Never na minention dito ang sinasabi ninyong bingo panalo.
Birthday panalo po. Ito po yung aming sa web-based application betting platform which is specific with Pacific Online Systems dated 21 December 2023.
Yung sinasabi ng 70, it's on page 17, birthday panalo.
It doesn't matter, Mr. Robles, regardless. Sinasabi ng OGCC, any contract agreement, regardless kung yan ay birthday panalo o e-lotto, dito, very clear, any agreement or any contract or agreement or arrangement of Pcso with a game proponent for the launching of an online game. So yung birthday panalo online yon, yung e-lotto online yon. So sinasabi, any online game, kailangan may permiso from the OP. Regardless, kahit na ibang game yung sinasabi mo. The fact na sinasabi ng OGCC, ulitin ko for the nth time, any contract agreement or arrangement of Pcso with a game proponent for the launching of an online game. Online yung iloto, di ba? Yung birthday panalo, online pareho. Pagbabanggay mo parehong online. So therefore, kung pareho silang online, pareho dapat may permiso sa Office of the President.
I respect your opinion, Mr. Chairman, but I'm specifically referring to the memorandum of the OGCC sa contract review nila sa amin of 21 December 2023, which is much later, Mr. Chairman.
Regardless, I see what you're coming from. I understand what you're saying. Exactly. Pero again, nais kong ipa-remind sa inyo lahat dito, sa iyo especially, Mr. Robles, yung sinabi rito ng OGCC. Sabi mo, ibang laro yung hiningan nyo ng opinion. Ang hiningan nyo ng opinion ay tungkol doon sa birthday panalo. Okay, nandun na tayo. Online game. Tama. PCSO na iloto, online game din. Parehong online game. Regardless kung magkaiba sila ng hiningan nyo ng opinion. Pero the fact na it states here na online game should have the permission of the Office of the President. That you should have secured permission from the OP. I'd like to ask the opinion of Mr. Juni Kua here, the chairman of the PCSO. Mr. Kua, ano po masasabi nyo?
Well, tama naman po yung binasa ninyo kanina na kinakailangan na humingi ng permiso sa Office of the President.
I'm sorry po, sir. So, you agree with me, doon po sa nabasa ko, Mr. Kua being the chairperson of PCSO?
Well, nakita ko naman pong binasa niyo yun doon sa provision ng charter at yun din po ang pagkakaalam ko.
Thank you, Mr. Kua. Okay, Mr. Robles, ayan, pati yung chairman ninyo sa PCSO, naintindihan po yung sinasabi ko, naintindihan po yung binasa ko, very simple lang po talaga yon. Actually, pang kindergarten lang po yon. Na sinasabi rito, pag online, kailangan may permiso mula sa OP. Online po yung iloto. Sana po, kumuha kayo ng permiso sa Office of the President. Binaypas niyo po yung OP sa proyektong ito. Number 1 violation po yun. Why was it violated?
Mr. Chairman, assuming that that is correct, we are just on a test run po. We have to test this before having it approved. Kasi po, it would look, kung hindi naman po gumagana, pag naunaw naman po yung approval, ay medyo mahirap din naman po yan. So we have to be very clear, this is on a test run.
Exactly, precisely, definitely, absolutely, you're right. Pero, bago ka mag-test run, you should secure permission from the OP before any move whatsoever.
Mr. Chair, again, you were referring to a different game. Yan po ang pinanggagalingan
Sir, nakala ko tapos na tayo sa different game, regardless kung anumang game yun. Basta we're talking about online, right? Pag online, kailangan may permission from the OP, period.
Mr. Chair, if I may, I would like to read from you a memorandum from the Executive Secretary. If I may, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Upon evaluation, the PCSO is advised that it has sufficient authority, is in a better position to evaluate and approve its technical guidelines on betting platforms, considering that this deals with the minimum technical specifications required for betting platforms of PCSO game. like the hardware systems, architecture requirements, interface requirements, and software specifications. Finding that these are matters that will be better evaluated by Pcso as the implementing agency for its lottery games, this office defers to the Pcso's expertise on the approval of the same. Ito po rin po regarding the betting platform po, which Iloto is a betting platform, Your Honor.
So, ang ibig nyo sabihin, with that letter that you just read, and what date is that? So, pinapayagan kayo ng Executive Secretary na to go ahead at kukontrahin itong opinion ng OGCC. Kasi very clear to me, merong opinion ng OGCC, ngayon naglalabas ng opinion ang Executive Secretary na sabi na upon your discretion, para i-simplify ko na lang, na pwede kayong mag-decide na mag-enter into a project such as online gaming na kumukontra sa opinion ng OGCC. So ibig sabihin, yung Executive Secretary pumapaling na sa inyo at pinapayagan na kayo na i-bypass itong nakalagay dito sa opinion ng OGCC.
I think, Mr. Chairman, we're referring to two different opinions. So, as far as we're concerned, hindi po namin we're not going against the opinion of the OGCC.
No, sir. The opinion of OGCC is very simple. Pinapalawak lang po natin. We're talking about online here, sir. Online lang po. Huwag na natin ibahin pa. Online lang. It's the same animal. Yung birthday panalo and iloto, online din yun, sir. Wala tayong pinagkaiba dito. Kasi ang sinasabi niyo po, may binabasa kayong sulat na wala po akong kopya niyan, na parang sinasabi ng Executive Secretary, if I read it right, kung tama yung pagkabasa ko, na pinapayagan kayo, is your discretion na gumawa ng anumang klaseng project na pwedeng kasama na dyan yung online betting, kayo nang bahala gumawa ng mga paraan sa technicalities and all, pinapayagan na kayo ng Executive Secretary. And I don't know kung nabasa ba ng Executive Secretary itong opinion ng OGCC. Sana, pinadalhan nyo si Executive Secretary ng opinion. Sir, nagbibigay ka ng opinion yan, pero may opinion ng OGCC. Pinagbangga nyo sana. Siguro baka hindi siguro nabasa ito ng Executive Secretary, kasi kung nabasa ito ni ES, then he might not have issued that kind of letter. Kasi kung ako sa Executive Secretary at pinabasa mo sa akin to, ba't pa ako mag-issue ng sulat ng ganon? Sasabihin ko, hindi ko ba magayon yung OGCC? Kasi sigurado ako si ES, he'll make sure na talagang nagkukonfront tayo sa lahat ng mga patakaran, sa lahat ng mga protocol sa departamento ng executive.
If I may, Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
yung birthday panalo po is a game. Yung pong iloto is a betting platform. Malaki pong pagkakaiba yun, Mr. Chairman. So, hindi ko pwedeng referring to the same po yun eh.
Ito po, sir, ano? Philippine Charities, meron ba kayong kopya nito? Opinion number 070 series of 2023. I would presume you have a copy of this. April 19, 2023. Ito po. For attention, Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office, Melquiades A. Robles, kayo po ito, General Manager, regarding, ito na po, launching of new games with a game proponent as an agent of an experimental test run basis. Ito na nga po yun, test run basis. Sinabi niyo na po kanina yun. Experimental test run basis and procurement of several online betting systems or platforms. So dalawa na yon. Sapul na dito yung iloto at sapul na rin yung birthday panalo. Ayan na, sir. May copy ho ba kayo nito, Mr. General Manager? Okay. Dito pa po sa page 5. In accordance with the contract on Pcso service providers, Philippine Gaming Management Corporation and Pacific Online Systems Corporation binanggit. Di ba? Binanggit dito yung Pacific Online was online. Itong Pacific Online, ito po yung test run ninyo sa iloto. Doon po sa birthday panalo, Pacific din ho ba ang provider?
Hindi po, Your Honor. And it's just a proposal po.
Exactly. So, doon sa birthday panalo, sinasabi mo kanina, in-insist yung magkaiba. Hindi pala Pacific yon. Pacific ang binimension dito.
Po yan, yung dati pong provider po yan. You have to understand po na dati po dalawang provider po ang PCSO eh.
No, sino bang ang current provider?
Mr. Chairman, if I may, we have the lotto, the lottery, ano po, yung the over-the-counter lottery. Ito po, meron pong dating PGMC tsaka POSC. Oh, so in that context po, para maintindihan natin, ngayon po pinag-isa na yan under one joint venture. So para po ma-mention nila yan, it was a long time ago po yan. Kaya nga po sinasabi ko, we are guided that by the more recent one, ito nga pong memorandum na sinasite ko on the web application-based program. So yung PLS na po ngayon yan sa lottery namin, Philippine Lottery System. Kaya hindi na nga po kasama yung PGMC and the POSC on the traditional, on the usual over-the-counter. Kaya po, we really have to be specific kung ano ang hiningi namin ng opinion. Kasi magkakasala-salabat po yan. Iba po ang context, yung backdrop po ng sinasabi nyo na yung sa birthday panalong hinihingi namin.
Precisely. I see what you're saying. I know where you're coming from. But you should understand, ito pong sulat ng OGCC na ipinadala sa inyo, I hope you have a copy of this. Very clear po, plain and simple. Ulitin ko po, paulit-ulit na tayo dito para mas maintindihan natin. Regarding launching of new games with a game proponent of an agent on an experimental test run basis, yan na yung iloto.
Your Honor, if I may, iLotto po is not a new game. Existing na po ang loto natin. Yan po yung,
We're talking about the experimental electronic lotto.
it's a betting platform, Your Honor.
Betting platform, we're talking about e-lotto, electronic betting. It's a betting platform but still covered yun ng opinion ng OGCC. You know, Mr. Robles, the reason nang gagaliti ako rito because nakatanggap ako ng maraming complaint. The last time you weren't here kasi I talked to several lotto agents, yung betting stations. Marami sa kanila mga OFWs, mga retirees. Nag-invest sila, bumuo sila ng pera doon. And now, mawalan sila ng trabaho, mawalan sila ng kita. You didn't even consult them. Miss Evelyn Marking Javier, if I'm not mistaken, presidente ho kayo ng mga lotto agents.
Yes.
Were you consulted?
Yes, Chair. Nasarado na po yung 2,000 na outlets po.
Ano po?
Nasarado na po.
Ano yung sabi po nasarado?
There are 2,000 lotto outlets na nasarado na po dahil nabigyan na po ng termination noong October 16. 2,000. I mean, nag-start po yung 300 tas yung remaining pong 1,600 plus.
So ilan po lahat ang nasarado?
2,000 po as a
2,000.
whole.
Ano pong binigay na reason bakit po sinara po yung 2,000 na lotto outlets?
Wala pong machine daw.
Walang machine. Yun ang pong binigay na reason. Pero were you consulted na nainformahan po kayo na magkakaroon kami ng e-lotto
Hindi po.
na posible maapektuhan ang ilan sa inyo o marami sa inyo?
To my understanding, Chair, with the previous administration, they had plans of having that. Parang pag-aaralan pa po. We were just surprised na ang bilis-bilis lang po siyang na.
So yung previous administration, before Mr. Robles became the general manager, so meron na kayong narinig na plano.
May plano po.
But you, pero
Na-
nakonsulta kayo,
Opo, alam po namin.
alam nyo. Ang kinagulat nyo na lang, all of a sudden, boom, natuloy na.
Opo.
Okay. Mr. Robles, you might want to answer.
Thank you very much na in-acknowledge you na it's not under my time. Kung nga po ang tatanungin niyo po, it should be 11,000 outlets. Had it been under my watch, Mr. Chairman, hindi ako papayag sa 6,500. No? That is a fact. Hindi po under my watch to, and I even asked my managers, why did you allow? And sila po ay kausap ng GM. I'm surprised why they did not raise that up. They're very close po with the past administration. So, well, they have the reasons for not saying it. Tama po sila. Hindi po dapat. But ang trust naman of that administration is to modernize the 25-year-old system. Now, dalawa pa nga na laging nagbe-breakdown. So, tama po kayo. Hindi ho dapat pinasarayan at marami pong nawalan. At even po kami sana, we could be getting more income had the previous administrator not implemented that. When I came, awarded na po yan. May timetable na po ang implementation.
Ms. Javier?
To my understanding, because I was there during the opening, what says the PCSO then said that they're going to initially order 6,500 because katatapos lang po ng pandemic, hindi po yata kakayanin na ganun kadami yung order nila na machine. So we were just wondering, I mean, with due respect po, no, GM, nung time po na nag-order po ng machine na 6,500, kayo na po yung nakaupo.
Your Honor, that is a big lie. That is a big lie. Our records will bear us out. I will have to correct this because this is a very, very big lie. And if she's under oath, Your Honor, she will be in trouble.
To my understanding po, I mean, okay, granting po na na sila yung nag-order niyan. Pero during your time, alam niyo po na maaapektuhan yung 2,000 na agent. Sana po, gumawa na lang din po kayo ng paraan na tulungan po kami na wag pong masarado yung 2,000 na yan. Kaya po, masama po yung loob ng mga Lotto agents kasi parang dahil po dun sa e-Lotto, parang hindi yun na po tinulungan yung mga iba na makapagbukas po sila. Kasi dati ho, pre-termination lang, sumulat kayo, tapos ginawang termination, tapos nag-stoppage. From the stoppage itself po, dapat hindi na po kayo nag-issue mismo ng termination na kayo po yung nakapirma. Doon ho yung talagang alam na nila na talagang wala na pong aasahan. Kung stoppage po yan, kung mag-aantay po ng machine, sana hindi na lang po sila tinerminate.
So ano nangyari po doon na Miss Javier doon sa 2,000 na
Sarado na
napasara?
po sila lahat. Sarado na po lahat yung Yun nga po yung humihingi sila ng tulong sa akin na kung maaari po na mabigyan sila ng chance na makapagbukas ulit. Ang problema po, wala po talagang available na machine. Pero open naman po nang mag-apply ulit. Pero ang problema po, mag-aantay nga po sila kung kung kailan po magmamachine. Pero to my understanding, hindi pa po yata nag-uumpisa yung procurement or sinasabi po ng mga branch managers na magkakaroon po. Saka before po, umasa po yung mga ibang mga agents po na hanggat wala pa pong machine, yung po ng mga lumang machine namin na ginamit dito sa Luzon, ang ipapagamit. Ang alam ko po, parang dati pumayag nga po na yun ang gamitin. Hindi po namin alam kung anong nangyari, kung bakit. Kasi kung I already approached also po the OGCC, that's why I was late last time in coming here. Nakiusap po ako doon kay Attorney Quevedo na kung pwede pong i-extend po yung ELA para po hindi na muna po sila magsarado at pagbibigyan sila hanggat 4 months. Ang pakiusap lang niya po sa akin na i-inform ko daw po si GM na mag-apela lang para magkaroon po ng time na huwag sila munang masarado kasi naaawa.
So you're
po
not
sila.
granted your request for an appeal?
Kasi po, ang hinihingi lang po ni Attorney Quevedo that time is kung pwede daw pong sumulat sa kanila ng letter po si GM or si Chairman Kuwa na humihingi po sila ng extension para magkaroon po ng time kung mayroong orderin na machine or something. Pero sinabi ko po yun kay AGM Arnel Casas, yun po yung request ni Attorney Quevedo na kung pwede gumawa po sila ng sulat na nire-request po nila na ma-extend po yung yung ELA para patuloy pa po sila na makapatuloy po na makapagpatay at hindi masarado yung 2,000. Kasi naaawa rin po siya dun sa mga agents na yun. At that particular time parang nag-follow up ako, parang sabi po, hindi naman po talaga nangyari na nakagawa po ng apela.
Kasi Mr. Robles, 2,000 na mga Lotto agents, sinibak nyo, tinanggalan nyo sila ng hanap buhay, pinatay nyo in short. Pero yung kita sana napupunta sa kanila, napunta ngayon sa Pacific Online Systems Corporation. Meron kayong pinatay na pagkarami-rami, 1,000 ang pinatay ninyo. At isa lang ang inyong binuhay kapalit ng 2,000, ito na nga yung online.
Mr. Chair, that is baseless, I would tell you. I'm sorry, but I think the figures will show
Who
that...
are you to say it's baseless?
Mr. Chairman.
Wait a minute, 2,000 na talagang given na, yung numbers na sinasabi niya, exact numbers yan, 2,000 ang natanggalan ng hanap buhay. Am I right, Ms. Javier?
Yes, Chair, you're correct.
So meron kayong 2,000 na pinatay nyo.
It is not-
Let's
Mr. Chairman,
pinatay nyo negosyo.
if I may,
Wait a
Mr.
minute,
Chairman.
let me finish and then let you talk. 2,000 ang tinanggalan nyo ng hanap buhay, pinatay nyo negosyo, and then kapalit ng 2,000, isang kumpanya lang ang inyong binuhay. Go ahead, Mr. Robles.
Hindi po ako may gawa niyan, Mr. Chairman. Dumating po ako awarded,
under your watch.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, Mr. Chairman, it is not under my watch that the PLS was awarded. 5.8 billion po yan. It is a modernization of the lottery system, Mr. Chairman. I came, it was already on the
But you
implementation
were the one
stage,
who
Mr.
asked for an
Chairman.
opinion from OGCC, and OGCC gave you an opinion na saying na hindi.
Hey, where are we, Mr. Chairman? Are we on the Pulai?
Yes, later na yung pula. Mr. Robles, dalawa ditong issue eh. Una, nung nagkaroon itong Pacific Online Systems Corporation, pinatay ang 2,000 mga Lotto agents. Pangalawa, nung humingi kayo ng opinion sa OGCC at sinabihan kayo ng OGCC ng opinion na kailangan humingi kayo ng permiso sa Office of the President, and yet you did not. Attorney Francis De Valle, kanina pa kayo nagbabasa nung binigyan namin kayo ng kopya. What's your opinion on that letter? That MOA? It's your time to shine. Come on.
Your Honor, the OGCC already issued an opinion that is currently being the subject of this discussion. The opinion speaks for itself, Your Honor. I might be misquoted if I make an interpretation. So,
No, you're an attorney, you're a lawyer, you should know better. Pwede ka magsalita.
Yes, exactly.
On behalf of the OGCC and in reference to this letter or opinion issued by the office where you present.
Exactly, Your Honor. With all due respect, my training would tell me that the document speaks for itself.
Okay.
The
When you say the
document
document
is
speaks for
evidence, Your
itself, meaning?
Honor. The opinion, Your Honor, that was issued by the Office of the Government Corporate Counsel, Your Honor.
So that means, yung sinasabi rito na sana humingi ng opinion sa Office of the President, covered dito itong online gaming system ng Pacific Online Systems Corporation. Tama? No,
Your Honor,
don't look at him.
Yeah, yes, Your Honor. Basically, the...
No, yes or no lamang, attorney. So, sabi mo, it is what it is. Parang ganon, di ba? Now, yung nakasulat dito na opinion ng OGCC, does this cover the online lotto o e-lotto? Yes or no lang? Huwag na tayo pasikot-sikot dito, sir. Nabasa mo naman na. At tinawagan mo na, I would assume you would have called people na who could give you enlightenment on this issue. Yun ang gusto kong tanongin. Kasi sinasabi ni Mr. Robles, magkaibang laro. At itong dokumento kasi ito, galing sa OGCC. So kaya binigyan kita ng kopya para basahin mo at pagkatapos, tama, put your own opinion, being the lawyer of OGCC, and at the same time, make some phone calls. Do it right now. Open pa naman siguro opisina, 2 o'clock pa lamang. Call.
Your Honor, the signatories of that opinion is currently in a meeting with the Department of Justice.
Okay, sige, wala yung mga
So,
signatories. But, make some phone calls, and kung kinakalang basahin mo yung mga libro ninyo dyan sa OGCC, mag-utos ka na basahin kung ito ba ay tumutugma. Yung mga, ito bang nakasulat dito, tumutugma doon sa mga libro ninyo, kung anong sinasabi sa mga protocol ninyo, sinasabi sa guidelines ninyo. So again, I would like to make it short. Tama ba yung sinasabi ko na ito ay, itong sulat na ito, opinion na ito, it covers the e-lotto. Yun lang yun. Yes or no ka lang. Sabi mo kasi kanina, it is what it is. Meaning, kung ano yun nandyan, yun na nga yun.
Your Honor,
Kasi si Mr. Kua, yung chairman ng Pcso, he already gave his stand. Sinabi na niya na tama yung nakasulat dito at tumutugma doon sa sinasabi ko. So ngayon ikaw from OGCC. Kasi itong dokumento to galing sa inyo eh. Come on. Kung kinakailangan hanggang madaling araw tayo na alas 12 rito, I won't mind. Promise. Comsec, mag-ready ka na ng mga kubot banig dyan. Hindi nga. Gusto ko opinion ng OGCC kasi nakakuha ko na ng opinion mula sa Pcso from Chairman Juni Kua na sinasabing yung online lotto, e-lotto, ay covered dito. Yun ang pagkakaintindi ko. Am I right, Mr. Kua? Para kunin ko ng opinion ng OGCC. Tama ba yung pagkabasa ko, Mr. Kua? Was it plain and simple? Na yung nakasulat dito, covered na yung e-lotto.
Ang narinig ko ay yung patungkol sa paghingi ng approval ng OP
Correct.
tungkol diyan sa
Iloto.
sa opinion ng OGCC.
Correct.
Kung ano man yung nakasaad diyan. At kinonfirm ko lang na narinig ko yung binasa ninyo na kailangan ang OP approval.
So do you agree with me na dapat yung online or e-lotto kailangan ng approval ng Office of the President per opinion given by OGCC? You agree?
Yun din po ang honest opinion ko.
Honest opinion. Thank you. Thank you. Now, it's your turn, Mr. Valle, Corporate Secretary.
yes, Your Honor. So,
Corporate Attorney.
yeah, thank you, Your Honor. So this contract review pertains to the Memorandum of Agreement for the one-year test run of the web-based application betting platform executed by the Pcso and Pacific Online Systems Corporation. And I'm just reading from the contract review issued by the OGCC, Your Honor.
So, itong contract na ito, itong opinion na ito, na binigay, ulitin ko ulit, sir, na binigay ng OGCC, does this cover yung e-lotto na kailangan dapat humingi ng permiso from the OP? Simple lang po yung tanong ko, sir, na nahirapan po kayo. Kasi ang pagkakalam ko, lahat ng government-owned corporation, any kind of transaction they should enter into any kind of entity, they should get the permission of the office of the president. That's plain and simple. I'm not a lawyer, but I know that because I read some articles and I read some procedures, policies pertaining to that. And you are a lawyer and you don't know, and kailangan mo pa maghanap.
My apologies for that, Your Honor. I'd rather be careful because I don't want to mislead the Honorable Senator, Your Honor. But basically, based on my
No, we're not
purpose,
misleading anybody. Doon lang tayo sa dokumento. Stick with whatever is written in the document. In these documents. Di ba? Lawyer po kayo, di ba? Kung ano yung nakalagay dito, ganun man dapat pag mga lawyer, di ba? Stick to documents, wala dapat tayong mga hearsay, walang kulang, walang dagdag, walang bawas. Di ba? Walang dagdag bawas. Kung ano yung nakasulat dito.
basically, the opinion has 4 points, Your Honor. Number 1, that the procurement of WABP pertaining to the memorandum of agreement that was given to me is within PCSO's mandate. Second, that the conduct of PCSO's games through the agent is imbued with public interest, and that since this
No
one...
sir, lumalayo ka. Ang gusto ko lang po talaga, meron na opinion po yung chairman.